Welcome to the Spells and Stride podcast, the only podcast with a Genshin player. That's right, the
The
only one.
only one?
The only one!
Yeah.
Every other podcast actually
really rare
hates
niche
Genshin.
here.
I
Yeah.
did the
You're
math.
making me feel so special, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
We have a
that's-
guest, if you couldn't tell.
I'm not just that good at voices. It's actually a whole other person.
Well, yeah, we practically have the same personality, so I don't think anybody is gonna really notice.
Yeah. Basically
Yeah.
twins.
Well,
Do you
I'm
want
very
to
happy
introduce
to
yourself?
be here with my definitely very real friends. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
We definitely didn't just pull this random stranger from the street and force them to record.
We definitely aren't paying them like $30 for them to do this. Definitely not.
Oh,
To clarify, we
okay.
actually are not. I do not have $30.
No, I mean,
No.
I gave you free art, and what do you give me?
You drew me as a woman twice, okay? I don't think you don't get to pull that.
And you gave me
I'm
a
nothing
VTuber
but
model.
giving. Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna take even more from you, as much as possible, really.
Well,
because that's just the
me
kind of people we
too.
are.
Yeah, for sure. To me, being allowed to talk about Hoyoverse for an hour is a gift.
Are you going to introduce yourself? It's been 2 minutes. If no one knows who you are.
Oh, am I?
So rude.
Well, I go by Corin, but names are unimportant. What's important is what I'm currently obsessed with.
Goku!
Genshin Impact.
It just let's start there because I find it very interesting, funny, telling that I told you let's talk about Hoyoverse and you took that as let's talk about Genshin Impact, which is, you know, by far their much more well-known game, but it's not the only one.
I mean, it's like saying, hey, let's talk about Nintendo and we just talk about Mario, you know?
Yeah.
Kinda, but yeah, their catalog is not quite Nintendo level yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
But we can just focus on Genshin and have it just be about that, because, yeah, I
We can really start with Genshin. Maybe if things get a little too long, or not long enough.
Yeah. Do we have a question of the week, or are we going to go straight into Genshin?
I do have a question of the week. So Corin, have you actually ever seen an episode of the podcast? Not this question of the week, it's just...
I listened to like one, and I remember absolutely nothing about it.
You know what? We'll take
except
it.
Best person to get for the first
sister
episode.
coming in and calling him a nerd. That's the only thing I remember.
I remember that. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep.
That's our
Best
first
person
real,
to get for the first episode.
Our first actual guest.
Guest.
Yeah.
My
Totally.
sister. Who will never be on the podcast ever.
We love that like realistic depiction of sibling relationships. Frozen could never.
Frozen could never.
Yeah, I like that scene in Frozen 2 where
Yeah, Frozen would have been so much better if just Elsa was like, wow, Anna's a Frozen statue, cool, let's put it in my room.
Elsa's just like, Anna, I love you, but you're a fucking nerd. Get out of my face.
And then she hits the gritty.
dude,
No,
when
why
I get
do
that
you-
Elsa in Fortnite.
Oh my god.
Let's
mean-
go.
Y'all really like cringy dances, huh?
Oh, it's...
I love... Yeah, we lied to you, this isn't the Genshin episode, we're talking about cringy dances. What's your favorite... Did you Gangnam Style daily or weekly?
I mean, whenever somebody says, like, hit or miss, like, just casually in the conversation, I still go to that TikTok
Hit or
song.
miss. I bet you never miss.
Huh?
You got a boyfriend, I guess he doesn't kiss ya.
Kiss, yeah.
You gon' find another girl and he won't miss ya. You go spin and hit the line like Oscar Lisa. Well, I mean, that's very over an L, but I still can't hear it without thinking of that.
I mean, that was like that meme went on for a good while. It was pretty
And that
catchy
was like
too.
2016, I think.
Was it
Around that
really
time.
2016?
Yeah.
Well,
Jeez.
yeah.
Might be like 2015. Around that time. It was around that time.
Most memes, I'm like, oh my god, I hate it, but then sometimes something is addicting and you can't help it.
Yeah.
Most memes are like, I hate this so much, it's gonna become my personality now. I will
Yeah.
keep referencing it. Like I despise the freaking like Among Us sus memes, and now whenever I'm rambling, like oh yeah, that sussy Among Us venting imposter
You mean
red
sus
sus
gay?
sus gay. My favorite character in Naruto.
Dude.
Yeah. Is Naruto worth it?
No.
Is anime ever
Well,
worth
too
it?
bad that you're such a freaking cartoon nerd that you have to bear this cross.
I'm like I met up with some friends yesterday. I'm like the only one who's like more into cartoons and anime. I am also into anime, but like I'm a newcomer. I'm a newbie. I'm a new person who's new.
You
And
put
I'm
on
like,
the block.
haha, anime. Am I right, guys? Anyways, let's talk about Uncle Grandpa.
Okay, but let's talk about Genshin because I love talking about Genshin.
We
Are you
should do
gonna
the
ask me
question of the week
questions?
first. We should do
Oh,
the
yeah,
question of
we
the
do
week
have a
first.
question of the week first.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
that was the question of the week.
Oh, no.
Okay. Go ahead,
Um,
go ahead.
Alright, so question of the week. We do a question every week, and the people in the comments
We
are
know
supposed
what the
to
question of the
answer,
week is.
and Corn doesn't. I mean, it's
Hi.
easy
It's
to
pretty
figure out.
self-explanatory.
What's a game you've always wanted to play but have yet to?
Okay, am I supposed to go first?
Whoever has an answer first.
Okay. Do you have an answer?
I have an answer.
Stares at you.
Uh-oh.
Say it.
I want to play. I want to play. Like a Dragon Ishin. I've wanted to play that game for a while. It's kind of Game Pass soon, actually, which I just found out. That's pretty neat. But that's a game.
Epic.
It's like the Yakuza game, but the Yakuza game that takes place like way in the past.
And they are dragons?
No, not literally, but
Damn.
metaphorically.
Cringe.
I prefer
Cringe.
dragons over people, TBH.
TBH.
Dragons over getting shot in the face several times and having my innards ripped out.
Well,
So-
that's a you thing.
Stripe, is there a game on your want to play list?
I have been told like by every person I ever met that Hat in Time is like the most me game ever made, and yet I still haven't played it. So I'm gonna say Hat in Time.
Yeah, I
And
can
that's
vouch.
a platformer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a 3D platformer.
The one that Light is obsessed with.
Yeah. I think yeah.
I don't know if she's obsessed with it, but like she's mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah, I've heard mention it.
Okay. Well, I am not yet a gamer. I only play cute girly games for fake gamers like Genshin Impact and Stardew Valley and The Sims. So there are many games that sound interesting that I have not played yet. But I would say the one at the top of the list right now for me would be what's Final Fantasy, whatever the fuck number it is, remake.
7.
With Robin's favorite character, Tifa.
Ethan. Yeah, that's number 7.
Yeah,
And
is it
7
worth it?
Integrated is coming out soon. So freaking pumped.
So I
That one
think
with
yeah.
PS5.
But the Final Fantasy VII remake is available on PC now, right?
Yes, the first one. Yeah.
Okay. That makes things easier. I do not own a PlayStation.
Neither do I.
Integrate's gonna be a PS5
Woohoo!
exclusive, and that's so freaking bumming.
You just have to wait.
Yeah.
Wahoo! Yeah, way!
The
Wah.
thing um with waiting is, and with Genshin Impact is like that. It is a live service game. So you never have to wait too long to get new stuff. You get
Yeah.
it every 6 weeks. You get something new,
Every
which
six
is a
weeks.
it's a blessing and a curse because they keep you on the treadmill. It's fun to have something new, but I would like to have like season breaks where you just have nothing for a while and just get to take a fucking break.
All right.
But I, how would you feel about like having like a Final Fantasy game that's maybe not as big when it releases, but then you get more regular updates?
I mean, that's just Final Fantasy 14.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that
it's an
the
MMO.
MMO one?
Yeah, which I've always wanted to play 14. So
Yeah, but an MMO is a different beast from a single player experience, right?
I thought there was some multiplayer aspects to Genshin.
Genshin has like multiplayer as a bonus if you want it, but it's like 0% integrated into the actual gameplay. It's like there if you want it, but it's really not well integrated. It's not designed around it at all.
All right. Yeah, that's okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can if you want. You can do some boss fights together. You can do some exploration together. It's been a while since I tried co-op, but last time I tried it, you had to like you couldn't unlock statues of the seven in co-op, so I was trying to help a friend of mine explore, and I was like, "Hey, go here, and here's the statue," and then I had to leave their game for them to be able to unlock the statue and then rejoin it again, which is, obviously not very convenient.
Yeah, that's an odd choice, but I don't know.
Well, maybe they've updated it by now. I'm not really sure, but they might not have.
Hmm. I could not answer that question.
Do you have any questions, though?
I have specifically 9 questions.
Nine.
Me and Stripe, since we probably to talk about Genshin, these are all about Genshin, by the way. I forgot that we said we talk about Hoyoverse in general.
That's fine.
So,
Don't worry about it.
so we have 9 questions, so we can both learn about Genshin Impact, and then I don't know what we're gonna do with that information. Probably forget it, at least for me.
You really
But
should have made it like 7 or 12. Never mind.
that it would be more
Sorry, I'm just
satisfying.
talking shit. It would
I
be more
wanted,
in line with the game.
yeah, those are fancy numbers. I wanted to ask Stripe if he could write one more to make it up to 10, but then I fell asleep. So we didn't get that far. But we have nine
Sleep is
questions.
important.
Hmm. So you want to answer our questions for us so we can learn, get knowledge?
Yes, the deep spiritual knowledge of playing a video game.
Yeah. Once you answer all 9 for us, we're actually going to reach Nirvana. It's going to be pretty epic.
Well, I
So,
mean, I'm joking, but I'm also not.
I
yeah.
never joke. I'm always serious and no funnies allowed.
Stripe is like the opposite of Joker from Batman.
I am the serious.
He's one good day away from becoming normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's plausible for real.
All right. Uh, he's just constantly frowning. Um, yeah. All right. Question number 1. Can you give a brief summary of Genshin Impact? In parentheses, I wrote main concept slash gameplay loop.
When playing Genshin, there's a few different, like, parallel things to do. The main appeal, I would say, for most people is the exploration. Uh, Still today, but especially when the game was more early on, people called it a Breath of the Wild clone. And obviously it does take like a ton of cues from Breath of the Wild. So if you want more exploration, come to Genshin Impact. I prefer the visuals in Genshin actually to Breath of the Wild. Um,
But Breath of the Wild has Mifa, so sorry, you lose.
yeah.
Yeah, is there any hot fish people in Genshin or?
Yeah, I mean it's a waifu collecting game, right?
Oh yeah, but are any of them
So
scaly?
I I don't think so. I'm trying to think. But we
Ooh,
might.
ooh.
I mean, we just recently got a dragon, water dragon daddy, hydro dragon daddy.
Okay,
But
but
they
is
will
he
also.
actually a dragon, or is it just like a human
No, he's
that like?
actually a like he's in humanoid form, but he's actually a dragon.
All right, I'm listening.
Oh,
What's
But
his
like
name?
Novelette. So you can Google that if you want. But yeah, they will all be like
Nervalet.
anime humans. So I would say there is a more um,
oh, that's barely. That's
characters
not a
design
dragon.
in
That's
like
just a dude.
body. The character design in terms of body shape won't get that wild.
Yeah, that's just a dude. That's not a dragon. That's a guy. I could see him
He
like a
can be
subway, be like,
both.
"Hey yo, hi,
Is he the blue
Nervalek."
one?
Yeah, and he has
That's
white
That's
looking at
hair.
a dragon.
not a dragon. That's a guy.
He's a dragon in guy form.
But I want him to be a dragon in dragon form.
Well, too bad, I guess. I mean, there was a world quest with like a kind of hydro that would kind of debated what makes a dragon a dragon. That was part of the world quest. They were like setting up these questions for us. You know, if you want to
Yes,
debate it, you can play the game and have your own contemplations about what makes a
I
dragon a
can't play it.
dragon.
I'm a Switch peasant.
I mean, you can
You
play it
have a
on
phone.
your Android or
No, I
on your
don't.
PC. I
I
mean,
don't
don't
have a
play
phone.
Genshin Impact because it's exploitative, but also do play Genshin Impact because it's amazing and art.
Hmm.
More
Sounds
like
like,
amazing and fart. Am I right, gamers? Make sure you smash your head into a brick wall.
dude, that's the
Have
funniest
you?
fucking thing you've ever said.
Thank
Mm,
you. I'll be here all week. Then I'll die after or something. I don't know.
I like art.
Oh yeah, name every art.
Humanity.
Michelangelo.
That's just a turtle.
Dude, turtles are cool.
Yeah,
Turtles are
turtles are
cool.
art.
Okay, so you have the exploration gameplay. People obviously really love the combat that you do while exploring. Then another part of playing is just like grinding your characters, leveling them up. All the different parts of leveling them up, their talents, artifacts, weapons, main level, and that's just like playing certain domains over and over and over again until you get all the materials you need. Which, personally, I do find it satisfying to have that sense of progression. But obviously, after a while, just grinding the same thing over and over again, it becomes less fun. And
Right.
then the last main thing to do in the game, I would say, is following the story. Uh, and you can't really do one without the other. They do make you progress in one part to be able to progress in another part. And technically, there's also the limited time events that is always something different and new, but you can do them if you want something refreshing, or you can completely ignore them. Or if you get FOMO'd into not wanting to miss out on the rewards for the limited time events, like I was for 2 years, you play all the limited time events to completion to get all the rewards. Oh,
That's a lot.
and they added a trading card game in game, and a lot of fans didn't like that. But it's like it's just something extra. You don't have to do it, but you can. So why are you so annoyed by it?
Oh yeah, I actually had a question specifically about the trading card game because I didn't know that was a thing until very recently.
Yeah,
That threw me for a loop because I thought it was gonna be
exactly.
like a
They
physical thing.
no, it's in game, and it doesn't cost anything to collect the cards. I think they just wanted to experiment with that game mode, But it is a permanent game mode, and yeah, I dived into it a little bit, but not very deeply because I am still relatively burnt out on the game, and I only like I keep up with it. I keep up with the story, but I try to like chill with how much I actually play it. But yeah, it's a permanent game mode in game, and you can just collect all the cards. There is no gacha to get the cards like you have in the main game. It's just another thing that you can do. I guess on the same level as like you have your teapot, which is like you can decorate it as if you're playing Animal Crossing, except it's Genshin. It's just another thing for you to do.
Ooh. You can decorate a teapot?
Yeah. So
Fun.
you get a magical teapot, and inside it you have your own private magical realm, and you can place a bunch of different assets from the game and create your own scenery and your own living room setup and whatever, both
Okay.
indoors and outdoors.
Cool. I like teapots. What's the tea taste like? Is it like it's a green tea?
With every new nation, they release a new realm style. So, I guess that would be a different flavor. And there were like three different ones to start out with, like yeah, an adaptable boat, a fairly green, standard green grassland, a beachside situation, one with a bunch of floating rocks that you can walk between, um, Japanese inspired, like Germanic inspired, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Fair
Mhm.
enough. All right. All right. All right. All right. How do you can you actually like play like fight like challenge other players within the card game or
Yeah, you can play against real people or against the computer, obviously.
it's this I never I didn't know about all that. That's interesting. It's interesting. There's a
I don't
lot.
think there's a ranking board or anything. I really think it is. They wanted to have it be casual and just for fun, and perhaps one day they will release like a standalone game that's like their version of Hearthstone or whatever. But that does not seem to be in the works at the moment because their unreleased game is another fighting game by the name of Zenless Zone Zero, and of
They're gonna make
course
a
when they
Genshin
release.
making a Genshin
What?
fighting game like a are they making like a 2D fighter like a Street Fighter?
No, no, no. It's going to the fighting is going to be sort of similar, I think, to Genshin, where you have a team with. I think in Stone Zero, it's three characters. In Genshin Impact, it's four characters. They all have their own moveset, and it's real time, 3D, and you swap between the different characters and use all their abilities.
Hmm.
But it seems Zenless Zone Zero is going to be like less open worldy and more arcade-y.
All right.
And of course, Staria, which they released a bit back, we're on 1.4 now, I think, patch 1.4, is a turn-based game. So maybe after all that, they might do a card game, like a full-on gacha card game. But who knows? Maybe they won't. I guess it depends on what they're interested in and what seems good in the market.
I'm surprised they haven't made a physical version of the card game. That seems like it would sell, but
Yeah, I
I don't know.
mean, it
Unless they
might
have.
obviously. Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards are very successful, but um, the audience for Genshin Impact, they did not come to the game to play a card game. So, a lot of players are already sold to with only the virtual version existing. So I don't know, like, that it would sell well, but it could bring a new audience to the game. It's just, yeah, it could go either way, I suppose.
Yeah, fair enough. So, do you want to ask one of the questions or?
Sure. I love being a part of my podcast.
You can also just sit there and look cute.
Oh, thank you. Too bad I'm ugly. Anyways, the next question is,
Mm,
uh, should I ask my one super special, very important? Definitely not. I don't know what to do for this podcast, so I'm gonna put a joke question. Question?
mm-hmm.
Do I just steal a serious one from Robin?
Do whatever you feel good with.
I'm gonna steal one of Robin's questions. What's your thought on the loot box aspect of Genshin? And do you think it veers into too far into acting like regular gambling, like other games with loot boxes?
Oh, it's exploitative. Personally,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never.
yeah. My favorite game is exploitative. Yeah. So what?
Yeah, I mean, two things can exist at the same time. The game can be good and shit at the same time. Like, just because it, like, and I find it sad that the way, there's so many things I find very precious and amazing about the game, and it is sad to me that there are these things that they implement in the game to, like, keep you coming back every day and give you, like, the FOMO stuff. Um, that sort of lessen the artful experience, but, like, almost nothing gets, like, really big in this world without being a little bit shit, you know? And it is. I really don't, like. That's not a very good excuse for having gambling in your game. But I do find we all must learn how to exist in this world and accept that we enjoy stuff that is also kind of shit, because that just comes with being alive in this world, right?
Yeah.
And personally, I never really got into spending that much on the game. That isn't, like, to say anything except that I wasn't sensitive to those tactics, but uh, I was very, very FOMO about it. I find it very hard to stop playing daily because I literally played every day for 2 years without missing a single day, right? And that's how into the game I was, and that's because it is a very good game, but that's also because of the FOMO tactics they have. And um, once I lost my streak, it was easier to, like, just stop and play whenever I feel like it. But it was really hard to give up that streak of not having missed out on any of the rewards since I started playing. And I don't even think,
Epic.
like, to say that it's not just the gambling. The gambling is a big part of it, but it's not just the gambling. It's also, like, the stamina system. Like, if you don't log in every day, you're gonna miss out on resin. And yes, also the primo gems. If you don't play every event, you have less primo gems if you don't do the daily commissions. But that, it feeds through everything, kind of, in terms of daily play. Um, and it's not just about, like, gambling with your money. It's about, like, having this game become a daily part of your life. And, like, that's what they want. They want you to, like, really get attached to this game, get attached to the characters, and, like, build it into your rhythm, build it into your schedule, and have, like, sort of dependency on it.
Hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Uh, Sort of just a off the cuff question. You were mentioning like stuff you wrote that there was like artful aspects about Genshin. What exactly did you mean by that?
I think the easiest for people to agree on is that the Genshin Impact music is, like, kick-ass. Everybody loves that. I haven't really seen anybody say they don't like it.
It's
So that's an
it's
easy
true.
thing to lead with. Um, and I find the world extremely beautiful. Just having being allowed to explore, discover new sites within the world and the landscape, makes me, like, literally emotional. I find it touching. It makes me well up. And you might think, oh, so it's just pretty. Um, that's kind of shallow. But I do think, like, there is a case to be made for beauty. That it has value in our lives. And I think the story, in its own way, kind of makes that case for the value of beauty, because I don't think art needs to be just about reflecting the way we feel or the way the world is, but it can also just be like, I want to give you this gift of a more beautiful world. Um, and the story is it draws inspiration from many things, from like religions and mythology all around the world, from history all around the world, from their weeby nerdy animes, and it draws inspiration from lots and lots of things. And this makes the storytelling a bit very wordy sometimes, but it also definitely has a unique feel where it's like almost as convoluted as real world history, where you never like 100% know which version is the true story. You have many different sides to every story, and I combine my like Genshin knowledge with also my knowledge of the Honkai Impact third story, and now Star Rail, and it does give some kind of spiritual lesson, I think.
And those games, they're all like completely different universes, right?
They're mostly very separate, in their own like little corner doing their own thing. Um, they are confirmed to be like I'm honestly not sure if it's like the same multiverse or the same universe. It's not 100% clear. But I will say there's like a very difference in scale. Where in terms of scale, Genshin Impact is actually the smallest. It takes place within Teyvat, which is this fantasy land based on different real world areas. Um, but like what the nature of the world is we exist in is even like a mystery that the story is uncovering. And then the game that became before Genshin Impact is Honkai Impact Third. That takes place like all over Earth, and it is Earth, obviously with a different history and future than our Earth because they have their own magic sci-fi stuff going on. But like they have an anime girl version of Einstein and Tesla there, so they do reference quite a few real world things. Like they reference Neil Armstrong and the moon landing. Um, but that's a global story for the most part. And then Star Rail is like an interastral story. They go between planets and they go between different worlds and they try to see how many different kinds of worlds they can imagine. And there's like space level gods in the story that are
Oh,
called eons.
I do vaguely remember hearing something about, oh, Cthulhu's in this game.
I think Fred posted something about that, but she's in Gone Girl Z, which is a game of them there of MiHoYo's that's even older than Honkai Impact Third, and I have not yet played / read through it.
Oh, oh, whoops.
Sorry to disappoint, no Cthulhu, but there are many other cool and
What's even
depressing
the
gods.
freaking point anymore?
Mm,
Sorry, what did you say?
there are many other cool and depressing gods if you're into that kind of stuff.
Any
I love
Abeloth?
depression.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing
Mm?
for breakfast.
My favorite thing is
What's
Mm?
your favorite thing, Stripe? Tell us. Tell a class.
Mm?
my cat.
Wow, you mean just like giving your cat a head scratch?
Yes, which I'm doing right now.
Hmm. Your baby?
He's a little baby, little man, little guy.
He's such a little baby. My cats have been
Yes.
being babier lately than they usually
Oh
are.
God, I'm sorry that you have babier cats than mine.
No,
God,
like babier than they usually are, not babier than yours. Come on.
Yeah, you guys
Don't
about to have
like
a baby off right now?
The
You have
baby
a
battle.
baby.
Only one baby can leave.
You
We
have a
kill
baby
the rest.
sister. Oh, am I
I nope.
doxing you right now?
No, I have an older
No,
sister.
I've mentioned her
No,
before.
I'm not talking about
Uh,
you, Stripe.
What?
Stripe's sister is older than him. My sister is younger than me.
Yeah,
She's seven
Robin
though.
has a baby sister.
Yeah,
I don't know if she counts as a
cringe.
baby.
Our
She's
sisters should
7.
fight to the death.
Well, she's your baby sister.
Our sisters should fight to the death. I think mine would win.
Yeah.
I know she's 7, but
Uh,
she
she got that
she's got
dog in
that
her.
pizzazz.
I think that's just who we're rooting for, then, rather than who we think will win.
Nah, man, my sister, she's got like some power.
I mean,
She can beat
Corin.
Goku.
Oh,
Why do you ask?
oh, 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 oh,
Yeah, I know what kind of jokes you like.
Should I just ask the question right now?
Yeah, ask the
Yeah.
question that you pre-wrote like a week ago.
Okay, Corin. Who in Genshin or Hoyoverse can beat Goku?
Well, either Nibelung or the Primordial one, maybe? But they're also cloaked in mystery, you know? Also, like, I don't know if Goku would go through some sort of transition if he were to enter Degat, because there is, like, a
Yes, yes.
firmament.
If Goku goes to wherever the place you said, he would become a woman. I'm so proud of her.
I mean, if he wants, I guess, go for it, bestie. No, but, like, there is, like, a firmament around Teva that, like, is made of lies or whatever, but is also maybe supposed to protect the humans there. And when our main character, the traveler, like entered Tevat, they like found they had been stripped of some of their powers, and as they travel through the world, they are slowly regaining them. So, like literally, the very nature of the way reality exists within Tevat is a mystery that we're unraveling. So, I don't even know that much about Goku and how his power works, but I don't even know the way he would exist within Tevat if he did exist within Tevat. I don't know how he would exist.
You heard it here first, folks. If Goku enters the Genshin verse, he just explodes. Um, we're going to post
Or he
Corin's email
becomes
address.
God more than
We're
he
gonna
already is.
we're gonna post Corin's email address right here. Make sure you go send all your hate to her directly if this is wrong. Um,
Yeah.
No, I'm
yeah.
not doing that.
Or
I don't even
Dinklage
know.
can be Goku because he's one of my favorites.
I don't even know her email address.
Corin at
Why
Gmail.
not? Do you not care about me enough to know my email address?
I mean, I can probably look it up right now because I sent you the Steven Universe script that you haven't read,
I read the first paragraph,
and
and
it
then
somehow has more like information and more it's
I
more
like.
useful to me. Yeah, it's more useful to me than the entirety of anything Robin did.
But Robin is your bestest friend.
They
So there,
are.
I guess it makes sense for your bestest friend to be useless.
It's
Sorry, I was like tidying my house and stuff. I've been doing my best lately with taking care of myself and
I
my
don't know
stuff.
where I believe in you. Just it's getting closer and closer to when I need to make that video.
Okay, well
yeah.
then you're just gonna have to rely on your own smarts rather than mine. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, it was a
But
good
I'm not
script.
smart.
Yeah, sounds like a you
Say that again, Robin.
problem.
Say that again,
I mean,
Robin.
I would have like critiqued your script if I had anything to critique, but I didn't really. So
It's
you know,
just too perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that channel, Dude Perfect. That's what I said when I finished reading your script.
Oh, I can't watch that channel. I'm not a dude.
Yeah, you're not
Neither is
allowed.
Robin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to be able
I'm
to watch,
banned.
but I can't anymore. I gave up my access. I have to watch specifically They Perfect, which is it's the
Worth
same
it.
thing.
Now the energy is
It,
different. Like they
the
just
energy is
put like
very different.
they just put like a green border around the videos. The
Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
most
everyone,
gender
shut up!
non-specific color.
Everyone, shut up! They're doing a Wiggles movie. Hot potato story of the Wiggles. Frick you, frick Genshin. We're talking about the Wiggles for the rest of this episode.
They
Did
already
you
made a
like just
Wiggles
get
movie.
an emergency news notification or something?
Yeah, it's like the alert that we got. That everyone in America got on
Oh, I got
Wednesday,
that
I
during
think.
work.
Yeah,
Is this the
yeah,
life you
same.
live where you just get like wiggles onto your phone?
Are
Wiggles jump
they
scare.
are they actually making a new Wiggles? The Wiggles have been like isn't like
I
most of the
barely
original band
know what
members
the
not even
wiggles
there?
is.
It's like an
I'm,
Australian children's band.
yeah,
It's not
I'm
even
pretty.
American.
No.
Don't how are Americans able to care about it then?
They sing a song about a big red car.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a documentary. Considering that it's called Hot Potato: The Story of the Wiggles.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Because they did make an actual like movie, like a fiction movie back in yesteryear. But I think most of like the original people are
I
like gone
don't
now.
care.
No, come on, it's the Wiggles. Come on, everybody
I've
knows
never
the
seen the Wiggles,
Wiggles.
honey. You're allowed to care all you want about the
Because what we're doing
Wiggles.
right now.
I don't know her. I've never seen her.
Corin, which Wiggles character are you? Are you the one in the red? Or are you the one in the yellow? Or like,
Oh, the pink one or the yellow one if there is no pink one.
It's red, yellow, purple, blue.
I'll go with yellow.
I'm a purple.
I love being purple.
Purple.
Is there a green one for Stripe?
No, sadly, after the incident, we all know what happened with the green one. We shouldn't get into it, but it's a pretty well known
Ugh,
story.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
yeah,
Was
I really
it,
just
a lot of teeth.
I couldn't. Yeah, I
um,
couldn't look at him the same way after
did he
the
get
incident.
Nickelodeon slimed?
Certainly some kind of slime.
And that's how he became green?
Nickelodeon Dudley Puppy wasn't plain old mud. He'd scratch, he'd sniff, and then he'd chew his butt. But when bad guys got too
Corin,
rough, yeah.
I know you're new here, but you can't ever reference Nickelodeon around him.
Oopsie daisy. Robin,
It's like
you should change. You should change your character's eye color to green, because then you have like a predominantly blue character with green eyes, and then Stripe has a predominantly green character with blue eyes.
I might actually do that because I need to change the eye color anyways because of the VTuber model. Because
Why? What do you mean?
every time because I have to, at least for the video, for some of the videos I'm working on, if I ever want to get rid of the background, I literally have to green screen it out. So I have to green screen out the black, and so that and then the black eyes, like you can like kind of see like the screen behind me.
Oh no, honey baby, there's like settings where you can make the within PZ face where you can make the background transparent without
No, it
needing to
makes
do
it
any green
transparent, but
screening.
it creates a black border. I looked into it. I
We'll,
promise.
we'll look into it later.
Yeah, okay, sure, but yeah, but yeah, I could change that color. That's something I can look into doing. It's not like I've spent
It's like a
so
yin
much money
yang,
in
but with
art.
us.
I've
Yeah,
spent so
It's
you,
like
much money.
yin yang, except if both were like
nerds.
yeah. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
Was
You
there
literally sent
never
me you sent me a Pikachu hat saying, "Hey, Strafe, if you want to become a full nerd, wear this hat."
wait, the Pikachu hat?
Yeah.
I said an out and proud nerd, like where with
No,
happiness and
I
pride
no,
and
I'm
beam
staying
it
in the
out to the
closet.
world
I don't want
and
anyone to know
show
that I'm a nerd.
your
I'm staying in the closet
love,
for that one.
show your love and passion. I'm a bit quirky. I'm a bit weird, but sometimes when
I'm a bit
um,
quirky.
I'm
I'm a
weird. I'm a
little, I'm a
weirdo. Have you
little,
ever seen me without this Pikachu hat? That's weird.
I'm a
I'm a
creep.
little
I am a weirdo.
abnormal.
I do not
I'm,
belong here.
I'm a little Stranger Things. Um,
Like the hit show, BoJack Horseman.
Sometimes when I'm just having my weirdo fun in public, it makes people smile.
I do like when I
They like
see. I do like
they
when I.
like seeing people enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I've
And
gotten
I
in the
like
habit of
Goku.
anytime I see someone with like Kirby merch, I try complimenting them.
Thank you.
That's great of you. Good job.
Yeah,
When
don't worry. Every
someone,
time you do that, I get stronger.
Yeah, you kind of need that. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
soon Stripe is going to become as powerful as Kirby, and that's the day the universe goes extinct.
Is he also gonna become as round as Kirby?
We don't know.
I think Stripe's
We
just
have
going to
to
become like a
wait.
green
Can
version
I
of Kirby.
can I poke you?
Sure, you get one. You may poke me once.
Can I poke you?
No, I'll
Oh,
break your fingers and throw you to the shadow realm, and then
what if I
I'll
want you to do
sing the
that?
Jimmy Neutron theme song.
No, I don't want that last part. The other things are made, but not the Jimmy Neutron theme song. That's too much.
From here to the
No,
stars.
no. I need to get like the digital like a digital version of you know how for like cats look at like those like water sprayers and they go tss, tss, tss.
Yeah,
I need one for you.
yeah. That reminds me of the episode of Tough Puppy where Kitty
Tss,
Castle
tss,
is
tss,
constantly
tss,
sprayed by
tss.
water every time she like tries to work. Um, so
Are you?
eventually
Is
so then the
Tough
commu-
Puppy like literally your Genshin Impact?
yeah, the next
Do you
podcast will
feel
be the
do you feel okay with that? Do you
the
We
feel
should
next
okay
add the
with
podcast will
Tough
be
that?
you
Puppy
guys
to
asking me questions about Tough Puppy.
It's
who in
fine.
Tough
If
Puppy
it
could beat Goku?
if it makes you
I'm just saying.
happy, then that's fine.
I'm just saying the chameleon can shapeshift to anything. So hypothetically, he could shapeshift to something stronger than Goku.
But he couldn't
Does
shapeshift
he?
into something and get their powers, right?
Yeah. Again, what I was trying to say was at the end of the episode, he turned into a building-sized like spray bottle that could actually shoot water. So he does get the abilities of whatever he turns into.
Stripe. Oh,
So
have you ever
yes,
watched Dragon Ball?
no. What makes you
So
think that?
how do you know how strong Goku is?
I do versus stuff,
Oh
death battle
yeah.
and whatnot.
Stripe's a big versus head.
But
I mean,
why?
I literally just started up a series with a friend. The first episode of Scooby Doo versus Courage. I don't know when it will be out, but I'm
Go
working
check
on
it
it.
out, folks at home.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? You're doing a video and you didn't tell me about it?
it's not
But
out yet. That's why. I mean,
Oh,
why?
I literally did tell you it was in the update video, but I guess no one cares.
I will.
oh.
Grah!
No, because I
But
saw
why
the
do
thing
you
where you
make
did the
versus
reaction.
stuff?
Because it's fun, and because my friend was like, "Hey, Stripe, let's do a thing," and I'm like, "Sure." Now we're doing a thing.
Ba-da-da-da.
Does Goku
You
exist
got.
on a higher level of reality, though?
I
I
don't
think
think
he does
so. I think
actually.
he's just really strong. I think he's
Well, I
just really
mean,
good at punching.
no matter how strong you are, if you don't exist on a higher level of reality, it's gonna be a tough time.
I don't know. I didn't ask Goku that when I saw him yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a bit of a personal
Did
question.
Did you give him some fries though? I'm sure he burns a lot of energy.
Yeah, I mean, his whole thing is that he likes to eat a lot. You would know if you knew the deep Dragon Ball lore.
I'm a weeb. I know that they like food. The shonen protagonists of yore.
He eats the beans.
No,
Your
like 100 bowls of rice.
Oh, that sounds good.
Your Forger Spy X family.
Your Forger Spy X Family? My favorite cartoon show?
You read the manga, and then every week you say that chapter was fire, and you say it every
It's
week.
true.
yeah.
To be fair, I don't actually. It's just I only do it when the chapters are fire, and the chapters are just always fire.
I haven't read it in a while because I got bored.
Ah.
Is there any, like actual plot or character development happening lately?
There is a thing where Lloyd got his own little mini story, uh, which was fun, and it delved a bit more into that the girl character had a big old crush on him. I'm trying to stay vague because of spoilers, I guess, because I don't know. I
That
have fun
doesn't
with it.
that doesn't sound like there was any actual development. If it's just like a mini arc that doesn't actually affect anything.
Yeah, it was a mini arc. I don't think it. Actually, it did. It might affect. It affected the family dynamic a little at the end because Yor was like, "I want to start trying more," something along those lines, and that was cute. It
Didn't
was
she like
cute.
already like cut herself up trying to learn how to cook?
Yeah,
Didn't she already bleed for this man?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is cute. Do you hear about the new Spy Family game? Oh, I want to play the new Spy Family game. You have to wander around,
Okay,
but da da.
are you like too broke to do that?
Um, I might have more money when the game comes out. I don't know when it comes out.
You are
Right
doing
now.
the. You do have a job, so
Yeah, I've started working more hours. I've discovered that if I take
if you work more
I'm
hours, you get
taking
more money.
pills. Yeah, I'm taking these pills so that I'm not as in much constant pain, and it's pretty epic.
Oh, is that your
Uh,
autoimmune stuff?
yeah.
That sounds horrible. What about dealing with your anxiety?
Ooh. I just kind of got over it. I'm just kind of built different, you know?
Sure, okay.
Yeah, they're making the Spy
You
X
won't
phone
have
yet.
any more panic attacks if you just believe you won't.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs panic attacks when you
Alright.
have raw power?
Good luck with
Yeah,
that,
like
Babu.
by the way, the Spy Family game just comes out 2024. We don't know when, but just next year.
Back. It'll probably be like
Oh,
summer.
Too bad it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a not good game.
Not going to be a
Stripe
good
is
game.
manifesting badness.
Yeah. We're going back in time to whenever this game was developed to get goodness off the menu.
Maybe Stripe is just scared of losing his best friend when they spend too much time playing a video game and not paying
It's okay.
attention to.
I can't imagine my life without Robin.
Because you don't really have any other friends, so you really need
I
this
don't.
one.
I don't.
I think Stripe.
Who are you?
That's so rude.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Robin?
I was saying Corn was being rude.
No, but you said I think Stripe, and then you stopped talking.
Oh,
I am
I was gonna say I
always
think Stripe has
nice
more
to both of
friends.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I have
very
I
very nice.
Penny, potato chip, and my good old friend Use Napkin.
I'm always
I
very
get that
nice, kind,
reference.
caring, considerate, gentle, giving, generous to both of you.
You didn't kind. You didn't read the Steven Universe script, anyways. Should we go back to Genshin or should we continue with what
We can
Griffith
go
said?
back to Genshin. I do want to say, like, I want to make the effort for you, but also like
No,
real
I get
life
it. I get
stuff
it.
more
I get it.
important.
Yeah. No, it's not. Tell real life to die, and then you need to read a script about Stevenson University.
It'll be the only thing left after the apocalypse.
The Steven
All that
Universe
remains is
script.
Steven University.
Oh dear.
The University of Steven. I will teach the ways of Steven, and
They're
all will
gonna
be like,
like
"Ayo." I don't know, like what?
um like when people like come back after like the nuclear apocalypse like 5,000 years from now and they like search the lands for like our past and trying to figure out what our history was. They're gonna find your scripts and gonna be like, this must be the religious texts. They worship this
You know,
deity,
Wow.
the tough puppy.
I've fantasized many times about like having the crystal gems in Genshin Impact because I feel like uh the Steven Universe is like sorta my obsession before Genshin Impact, which to many people will make me very cringe, but that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
I think that just
yeah.
makes
All
me
I
Don't
care
gay.
worry. A lot of people have suffered the Steven Universe to get into back pipeline.
there is a certain like um similarity in their aesthetics, even though they're both very different. And it's very similar in how fucking insane people are about making theories about the story.
Okay, but
And
isn't that
like,
everything?
I find Genshin Impact theories like super hilarious because they go all over the goddamn place, and it's like fucking gibberish if you haven't been following the game for a while.
As a FNAF fan, I can relate.
I hate FNAF. I hate Five
That's
Nights at
fair.
Freddy's.
You're right too.
Stripes,
You have the
do you
correct
want to talk
opinion.
about the Kirby lore?
Yeah, okay, so the Kirby lore. You see, Kirby, he is a little guy.
Uh huh.
And he is potentially the embodiment of all good energy. We say potentially because Kirby lore is very vague.
But what makes
The
the energy good?
just being a happy little lad, and the bad energy version is Void Termina, from Kirby Star Allies, and you see, we should probably go back to asking Genshin questions.
Well, can one ever truly defeat the other, or do they need need to both necessarily exist?
In Star Allies, they actually do kill Void. So yes, good can triumph over evil.
Oh my
Epic.
gosh, how optimistic! So in Genshin Impact, you have like the Abyss and Abyssal Energy, and you have Celestia, and they might all be
My
bad.
Little Pony.
Who knows? Yeah, My Little Pony, exactly. It's the exact same thing. Um, and like when you're just like getting into all the lore stuff, it kind of seems like the abyss is chaos and evil. Um, and Celestia is good and order, but they also seem kind of spooky because they seem like they will just decimate an entire population if that's what it means to keep order and peace going in the world. But they seem to be nominally on the side of humanity. But that doesn't make them the same as being good. That just means they want to protect the human life more or less. And
Epic.
yeah, and then there's a whole ley line network with magic juice in it, and that magic juice doesn't just have elemental energy in it, but also memories. And sometimes the magic system is like a computer that's processing stuff, and sometimes it's like other stuff. And some people call the abyss like corrupted data, and that's why it's so yucky because it's like a bunch of information that doesn't make sense anymore. But that's just one way of looking at it.
Well, that's just a theory.
Everything's just a
Again.
theory.
Mm.
Your mom's just a theory.
Oh!
You know, you can just have a different mom if you want.
Yeah, I screamed at my cat. I was like, "What the frick are you doing?"
Oh, was it cute?
Yes, I love my little angel baby.
Do they make your life slightly more worth-living?
Yes.
Excellent. My cutie patooties are doing their own thing right now. Because I am focused on this podcast like a professional.
So am I.
Yeah, we definitely didn't stop talking about the actual point of this video for like 20 minutes.
People love tangents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
especially when they're
how
about
fun
tough topics.
podcast is just to go off. Listen, podcasts
All
I
the
listen to.
hundreds of people who watch this podcast are always commenting how they love just
No
watching
one
your...
watches this podcast. Not even you watch this podcast.
Hey, we got like 15
Well,
views on our last video. That's pretty epic.
if
It's
you
funny how
have...
like I shouted out the podcast. We got 2 people to watch. Then one left the next episode, then the other left the other one. So now we're back to 0 people watching us.
We got 15
I
views.
really enjoyed podcasts where the hosts have a really nice dynamic where they can bounce off of each other really well. And it almost doesn't really matter what the topic is.
Yeah, and that's why you don't watch us, because I carry this entire podcast on my back.
It's true, he does. I'm just.
You're just like Frank is like Barbie, he's everything, and Robin's just like Ken.
I'm just
They just
kidding. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Sorry.
And sadly,
yeah.
Robin, these aren't enough.
No,
Robin
I'm
Heimer.
Knuff. Dude, don't even imply that I'm not Knuff. I'm so Knuff.
Everyone is Knopf. That's the whole
Knuckles?
point. Robbenheimer.
I was drinking wine and he choked F out of a freaking Robbenheimer.
What is your atomic bomb? Post in the comments down below.
Dude, my atomic
what's
bomb is
your
that fart I had last night.
You
There's
really
one-
like being unladylike.
I'm not very ladylike, no.
It's almost like they're not lady at all.
I consume
Yeah.
ladies for their power.
That's... I mean,
Like,
have you ever watched, what's it called again? Jessica's Body or something? I forget the name.
Oh,
Veronica's
the
Body,
serial
something
killer
like that.
who... Yeah, is that the one where they, like, burned their lips or whatever?
Yeah, well, they're
Yeah.
her tongue.
Oh, her tongue,
Or
right.
Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, I know what you're
Jennifer's
talking
Body.
about. I have not
the
seen it
thing
in,
with,
in full, no,
Neil
but
Fox, right?
I'm aware of the gist. Yeah.
Well, you're nothing like her.
Wow.
That's so rude.
Wow. That's Robin, not Robin. Corin, get out. That's too rude.
You want to be like Jennifer in Jennifer's Body? You think she's aspirational?
Yeah, goals.
Well, of course
I
not.
want to
She's a
burn my
woman.
tongue.
Okay, time for me to leave.
Wait, no.
Yeah. Yeah. After this, Corin's definitely blocking both of us.
That's enough for today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Are you actually leaving?
Don't actually. Don't actually leave us.
Why not? Give me
Because
one
we still
good
need to
reason
talk about
stay.
Genshin. We have like 5 more questions left.
Okay, ask me a question.
Okay. Okay. We might not end up asking all of them because of how long each one takes. Unless you want to do like a rapid fire.
If you could change one thing about Genshin, what would it be?
Oh my god. Make it like less fucking wordy. Just like get to the fucking point in the story. Please. That's what I would change.
All right. What's your
Like,
favorite and? Oh,
At this
okay.
point, the one thing I'm keep coming back for is because I want to like see the end of the story. I've been playing for so long, but it's like it can take so long. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
All right. Rapid fire. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about Genshin?
My favorite thing is how beautiful the world is. Um, and in terms of escapism, that's great. The least favorite thing are the promo tactics, which is a rather broad thing, but yeah, that is the most scummy part of it.
All right. Strike, you ask a question.
Uh, what are some of the community's favorite characters in Genshin and why?
Oh, look, let's be real. I'm not gonna pay too close attention to the average community is thinking. I'm gonna just do what I enjoy. I feel like everybody really loved Hu Tao back in the day because she was one of the strongest characters in gameplay, and there were a lot of people who really loved her silly Billy personality. But I feel like she's reached that point where, like, now it's a turning point, and people are like, "Oh my God, Hu Tao mains are toxic." Um, People have been like very positive on Farina, which is funny because like she has a bratty personality type, and sometimes Genshin players can be like, anyone who isn't absolutely perfect is bad and annoying. But like, people seem to really like her and find it refreshing that she's a bit of a like dramatic brat theater kid. So it's kind of nice to see. And she's almost the same personality as Fischl, and people also really like Fischl a lot of the time. They find her chummy, honest, relatable, and endearing.
Speaking of the fandom, how does the Genshin fan base impact your perceptions on the game?
I haven't had like very negative experiences with the fandom, but I also just I do just like only look at what I'm interested in and ignore everything else. I'm not like super active about it. There have been some very bad stories from. I would say there's quite a difference between like the English fandom, the Chinese fandom, and the Korean fandom. Um, but I also think like the fact that Genshin has a lot of young players is makes it more challenging to have a healthy fandom, and the fact that people have to like be on this constant grind and waiting for new content to release in the next patch, and then like in between patches they just like they don't know what to do with themselves, so they start making their like little head canons and theories and starting drama on Twitter because they're just bored and waiting for the next patches the games come out. But for me personally, I haven't really had that much trouble with it. There are some very beautiful like fan songs and fan animations that have been very healing and comforting to me, and like tons of very nice fan art. Um, so yeah, I just take from it what I get.
Yeah, sounds like a fan
Epic.
base.
Yeah.
It truly is a fan base of all time. They actually do like once a year they do a thing called Hoyo Fest where it's like a fan art event. There's a bunch of fan animations that are released and like songs and little other serious stuff or meme stuff, and it's very fun.
Epic.
Epic indeed. You should listen to Let the Wind Tell You or some something like that at some point. A fan made
I
song or
I
the
have
Archon
gone
song. I forget what it's called.
I have kind of gone into some of the Genshin music because of I need a lot of background music. Just the and Genshin has good background music, so I
Yeah,
can
for real, for real.
yeah.
I'll
So
post in chat a fan song that is very adorable. It's completely fan made lyrics, fan made music, fan made visuals, and it's sung by the Chinese voice actors of the character.
well, that's the thumbnail art is really cute.
It's really cute.
I feel like I've seen
So
that green
when
haired
I'm
girl a
having a
lot.
bad day, I listen to that and it helps.
by Darwis Lim. I don't know who that is.
Oh my god, that's not the right.
It's
It's
Goku.
supposed to be a different channel. It's supposed to be Komeda. It's theft is what it is.
Oh
Let me just
no,
find the right channel.
I
that's
hate
drama.
theft unless I do it, which is great.
Sorry, what's the last thing you've?
Who do you
Have you ever
steal from,
stolen?
Stripe?
The only thing
He's
I've
way too
stolen
scared to do
was
that.
the hearts of my audience, and also like a TV, a couple candy bars, a
Okay, but
dog,
I've
an actual
actually
dog.
stolen for real, so what you're stealing
Oh,
right
oh,
now
oh!
is my
Get out!
valor.
Get out! We don't allow criminals on this good, wholesome Christian podcast.
You're stealing
911. We freaking
stealer's
got her.
valor.
Send in the
Yeah,
troops.
yeah. This is all set up. We're actually the police. We found
This
you.
this
Oh, I knew you were
this was like a
bastard.
3-year sting operation just because you stole like one time.
I thought it like tasted of pork in here.
Yeah. Sorry, we're bastard cops.
Yeah. I'm sorry to end like this. Anyways,
Yes, my
get her.
close and intimate knowledge with many police interactions have told me that they don't like it when people kind of weird.
They hate weird people. They freaking despise weird people. There.
They're like, that's kind of strange. Be normal, please.
It's like that episode of the
Yeah.
Owl House.
Oh my god, you watch the Owl House?
God, what a cringe show! I hate that show.
Yeah.
I thought it was a niche show that nobody watched and like nobody finds relatable. I thought it was just me.
Honestly, it was kind of like a niche show, like during the first season, but then it really blew up with
Hey,
the
Once
Hootie
the
episode.
gays found it, it was
hey
all
yo, I
over.
watched it. Hey, yo, I was a fan before it was cool. I was a fan. Just
Same.
from
I became a fan because of you. You were like, "Hey, everyone in the server," which was before it was before Robin joined. Like everyone in the server, which was only like 3 people.
No, I
Uh,
was a fan from when there was just a trailer release because I just thought
yeah,
it was cool that Dana Terrace was making a show and then the trailer looked cool.
yeah. You add everyone, like everyone watched the show. I'm like, okay, I will watch the one episode that's out right now. I'm like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool. I like the funny demon guy. He has Bill Cipher's voice, and then I was like, oh, this is like my life now. This is my personality now. Oh, frick.
Well,
I think
I've hyped up many shows after like one episode that like didn't keep being good, so I just got lucky this once.
Like what
um,
other ones?
I think I
Like
started
like a lot of
watching.
animes, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is the best thing ever, I'm screaming right now, and then 3 episodes later, it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have pushed this so hard.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's why I only push good shows like Tough Puppy.
I remember enjoying it when I was like aging out of Nickelodeon, but I was still like sometimes watching it when I was bored.
Imagine watching Tough Puppy. Could be me.
I
Are you
mean,
watching Tough Puppy?
you will watch anything with a chameleon in it, huh?
So
I
I would,
will.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what if I like um make a Genshin mod where you can play as a chameleon?
Well then, baby, I'm doing it play right now as we speak.
Yeah,
Don't
Stripe's
you
gonna
make the
100
mod first?
Stripe's gonna 100% complete Genshin in like 3 days.
You can literally collect frogs in the game. There's like no point to it. Like you can't do anything with the frogs, but you can collect them.
I just simply think every single game should have a frog collecting minigame.
Like in
Yeah,
Majora Mask.
Yeah, but Majora's Mask sucks and I hate it.
Uh,
yeah. I prefer my Nora mask. You know, I don't like crowded. I don't like big crowded things. You know, that's why I love Minority Report.
Epic.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what
Pogger.
Minority Report is?
It sounds so familiar.
is this Zoomer shit? It's just like a famous film that is okay.
I
Sounds.
know it. 'Cause I'm cool and based and epic and cool
Yeah, but
and
weren't
And
you like a film
old.
student? You know all those dumb old fucking movies.
Can you believe he's a film student?
yeah, yeah. Obviously, how do you think I get such high quality videos as why Snoopy is God?
But Robin,
Yeah,
you're doing like a writing thing, right, at school?
yeah, which is why it's
Which is
unfortunate
why
that my
your
scripts are as
videos
bad as they
suck.
are.
And
Yeah,
yet Stripe is the one who scripts his videos.
I scripted a
Oh,
video.
yeah, and it's what do you think about that video?
I fucking hate that video.
Maybe if you didn't record it at 3 a.m. it would have been good.
No, it
I
wouldn't
mean,
have.
I don't. I imagine it's challenging to record when you're living in dorms.
Not really, especially
Oh,
since I straight up became a hermit during that like I don't know like 3 week period when I made that video. So it was easy.
A
I had all the
Kermit?
time in the world.
good for you.
Kermit the Frog from the hit show the Muppets?
Okay, finish
Hey, Kermit
asking
the
me the
Frog here.
questions because I kind of need to piss.
Okay. How about one last question and we'll end the pod?
As you
Yeah.
wish.
All right. It's, oh, actually, I think we asked most of the questions. I think the only one we haven't asked is oh, you kind of talked on this a bit before, but we can go further into it. What are some of, in your opinion, Genshin's biggest inspirations?
We already said
Oh,
one.
well, obviously Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild. Uh, um, I probably other gacha games, but I haven't played any other gacha games. I, I mean, they have so many inspirations that it's hard to name a few of the biggest ones. I mean, a lot of you can see a lot of like learning that they did on their previous title, Honkai Impact Third, mostly about how to do combat that went into this game. I mean, I find it funny to see a lot of parallels between like, Game No Life and Genshin Impact, but there's like so many different anime inspirations that go into this. I mean, they also like clearly love stuff like Persona um
Persona.
or like Phoenix Wright. It's just uh and
Wait,
like
Phoenix
I said,
Wright?
world mythology.
Why couldn't
They're
they make
fucking
good
nerds.
games?
They're fucking nerds. They base their world building on like Gnosticism. That's fucking nerdy. They like have like the main plot is like a parallel to like the ring cycle. They named their dragons after dwarves, and they have like all this Norse mythology shit going on, but like mythology from all different countries.
Epic!
And it's spelled
Hogger!
camera with a K, because then it's a fantasy camera instead of a real world camera.
Yeah, that does make it a difference. Yeah.
Because we're in France right now at the current release of the game, and they invented the camera, I guess.
That actually makes sense. Here, let me Google that.
Actually, little known fact, I actually invented the camera.
No, you didn't. Stop stealing an event camera. Okay. I think there's something called.
It was
Is that a
me,
dog?
Barry.
Yeah,
Let
that's
let
right.
Gooby a dog.
Oh my god, a dog.
I love dog.
I wish I could have a dog.
You can't
I can't. It's so sad.
because dogs don't exist.
Huh? You invented them with your camera?
Actually,
Yes.
the camera was invented by
Like,
Joseph Nicefor Nips, who is
the
French.
cameras
Joe
create.
Biden.
Joe
The cameras
Biden?
can create like ghosts, right? And then, like, if you photograph a person when they die, and then you capture the ghost on film, and you can use the ghost to like transform animals like squirrels into dogs.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I know those words that you just said.
And
I
that's
understood.
why we should all be happy that Stripe invented the camera.
Yeah, you see, please give me money for inventing the camera.
Yeah, Stripe is actually just Dr. Egad from Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
I don't see a difference really. They're both like small.
I'm 6'2".
I
Yeah, but
mean,
like you could be
are we
bigger.
talking about you, the Flash person, or you, the Squid Kid? Because I
I
only
don't.
acknowledge one as existing.
Stripe the
Which
concept
one?
versus Stripe the reality.
I
Stripe the
hate
man versus Stripe the
reality.
idea.
I hate Flash people. Oh,
What's your favorite kind of flesh? Top 10 flesh.
Although they all just
I
taste so
like
good.
salmon. I like the way it like it, it still has a
You know what
bite
I
to
like?
it.
Goku.
It's very smooth.
Shout out to Goku. This podcast
I like
episode is
the
dedicated to
Goku
Goku.
cosplay.
Yeah, I love when Goku says, "Hi, I'm Goku," and then
Apparently
he.
humans taste like
Oh my
pork,
god, he's
so.
just like Barbie, for real, for real. She goes like, "Hi, I'm Barbie."
Yo, who'd win
Hi,
a fight between
Barbie.
Goku and Barbie?
Barbie.
You know,
Okay.
Barbie
Ken is
with
like,
prep
"Oh my
time.
god, why won't Barbie love me?" And Barbie's like, "Well, maybe I just don't love anyone." And then like 3 months later, Barbie is like with Goku, and Ken's like, "What the fuck?"
Goku is Knuff.
Goku is more than enough.
Goku is maybe a bit too much. Maybe tone it down a little.
Too much Goku for this good Christian server.
What about Gohan?
I hate Gohan.
What about Gohan?
Yeah, what about Gohan?
Is he a different guy?
I think he's
Yeah, he's like,
Goku's
I think he's
son.
Goku's son. Yeah.
You know that his name is literally means rice.
Yeah, all the Dragon Ball characters
Yep.
are named after food. A lot of them, anyway.
Yeah.
What's Bulma named after? The only character
I'm not
that
sure.
matters.
I mean, obviously, like, there's Vegeta, who's vegetable. Piccolo is a pickle. I turn myself into Pickle
Wait,
Morty.
really?
Pickle Rick. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're like a whole picnic basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turn myself into Pickle Morty. I'm Piccolo from Dragon Ball.
Frieza is Freezer, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think Bulma might just have an
Yeah.
actual name.
Bottom out.
I mean, it helps that, like,
Bulma.
she's the only one that's, like, not an alien. She's just a normal human.
Is
Yeah.
Bulma a normal human name?
It's not
I don't
super
know.
common, at least. Yeah, I'm looking through a list of, like, the pun names, and I don't.
So am I. Okay, we have Goku's real name is Kakarot, which is carrot. Vegeta is a vegetable. Gohan is rice.
Just like all vegetables.
Yeah,
Or
Raditz
like
is
Vegemite.
reddish. Nappa is the Napa cabbage. Pan is pan, which is Japanese for bread. Trunks is trunks. Bulma is bloomers, apparently.
Trunks is trunks.
Yes. Krillin is curry, which is chestnut. Chestnut.
You eat
Yamcha
trunks?
is yes.
Oh, yeah.
Eat my shorts, says Bart Simpson from the hit show Family Guy.
And he took that personally. The
So
guy who
Bulma
made-
is literally just named after gym shorts.
Pants. Yes.
It's fucking. That's funny.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure in, like, the first scene she's in, like, she strip teases freaking Goku, so.
Yeah, it is an anime.
It is an anime after all.
And so is
Unfortunately.
Genshin Impact.
Brad, I hate Genshin.
But
More
nobody
like,
strip teases in Genshin yet.
Cringe.
that's why it's
There was this
based.
one really creepy perfume lady that, like, makes you
Oh, we
make
should
perfume with her.
kill her and eat her
Yeah,
flesh.
yeah, I think so too. But like, there are characters who like eat dead cold flesh in this game, and it doesn't usually go well.
Well, maybe they just didn't try hard
Epic.
enough.
It's just
I know
not
your stomach is just
enough.
built different, Robin.
Yeah.
You eat raw meat all the time.
I'm like that guy who went like 3 months eating just raw chicken.
Only
I'm
thing I
hungry
eat
now.
is I'm a sponge. I filter feed.
Is that why you have no spine?
Do you
Yeah.
think if you ate something like really spicy before eating chicken, like raw chicken, it would come into your stomach as cooked chicken?
No.
Okay.
You idiot.
Oh,
God, stop being so stupid. Know how basic science works. You
alright, I'm
dumb
sorry.
idiot who has a
You're
low
right.
intelligence. It probably smells bad.
I actually
Stripe, how
do.
does basic science work?
I don't know.
Uh, uh, it's magic actually. Don't tell the government.
Okay, so you're supposed to just know?
Yep.
So it's impossible to learn?
Hmm.
Okay.
Once
Well, I
you're
guess
part of
I'm...
the based squad of cool people, which is what NASA calls me and me alone. Um, you just get Bill Gates just puts a chip into your brain and you just know everything.
Okay. Um, can I, go pee and have a snack now?
Yes.
Yes, you
Thanks
can.
everyone for watching this podcast.
Thank
Corin,
you
thanks
so
for
much
being our
for
first guest.
donating your air bowls.
Yeah, I love air balls. I think that's what you said. Uh, bye
Thank you very much for
everyone.
having me on and having a nice chat.
You're welcome. What's your favorite tough puppy character? Mine's the chameleon.
I think
And we're ending the
the cat.
episode.
Okay, bye everyone.